Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome once again to our technical English lesson for grade 11. This is our third review lesson on page 19 of the course book. In this lesson, we have three objectives. Number one, identify 4 devices from their descriptions. Number two, revise and practice using words in the given word families. Number three, rewrite an email using given phrases. Now let's get started. Look at these devices. Do you remember them? This is a touchscreen ticket machine, a cordless phone, an outboard motor on a boat, a kickstart on a motorbike, and a laser beam burglar alarm. Now let's move on to our first task. Open your course books to page 19. We will start with exercise 10. Identify the devices from their descriptions. Here we have description of devices and we have to mention the devices. Number one, this device sells rail or bus tickets to travelers. The traveler activates it by touching the screen. Number two, this device sounds an alarm when an intruder enters a building. The burglar activates it by interrupting a laser beam. Number three, this machine is located on the rear of a motorboat. The sailor starts it by pulling a handle. The handle is attached to a cord or a cable. Number four, this device makes a motorbike go faster. You activate it by twisting the handle on the handlebars. Now, pause the video and give it a try. Okay, let's check the answers. Number one, ticket machine. Number two, burglar alarm. Number three, outboard motor. And number four is accelerator. Moving on to our next objective, let's quickly revise our vocabulary. We have some word families. Hope you remember word family. Good. Word families are groups of words that have common feature or pattern. Look at this table. Number one, here we have engineer, engine, engineering. Do you notice a pattern here? They have a common feature. Number two, here we have electrician, electricity, and electrical. So this number one here, they all belong to the same word family. And number two here, they will also belong to the same word family. 3, 4, 5, and 6, they all belong to the same word family. Our task is to put these headings, adjective, college subject, equipment, person, and scientific concept in the colored boxes. So now let's see number one here, this column. This is engineer. We know that engineer is a person Electrician is a person. Mechanic is a person. So in this column, we have persons. So our heading is person. In this column, we have engine. Engine is a piece of equipment, and mechanism is also a piece of equipment. So the heading is equipment. Now, engineering. Do you want to study engineering at school? This is a college subject. So in this column, we have college subjects. Electricity is a concept, is a scientific concept. So is electron. So the heading for this is scientific concept. And the last one is, of course, adjective, and have electrical engineering, describing the kind of engineering. Very good. So now let's move on to the task. Still on page 19 of the course book, exercise 11. Correct the mistakes in these sentences. These sentences have some mistakes and we need to correct them. Let's do number 1 together. First, let's find out the mistakes. My brother is a mechanism. He studied mechanical at Technique College. What are the mistakes here? We have my brother is a mechanism. Wrong word. He studied mechanical. Wrong word. At Technique College. So, you know that mechanism is a piece of equipment. So, we cannot have it here because we are talking of my brother who is a person. So, we need a word that refers to a person. He studied mechanical. So, mechanical is an adjective. So, here he studied, we need a college subject. Now, let's look at the word family. So let's choose the correct words from the word family. Now we're looking for a person. Which of these is a person? Very good. Mechanic. So we will replace mechanism with mechanic. He studied mechanical, so we're looking for a college subject to replace the adjective here. So which of these is a college subject? Very good. Mechanics. So we replace the word here with mechanics. Great. So now pause the video and complete the task. Now let's check the answers. We need to find a good electricity. This is a wrong word because this is a scientific concept, but we need a person here. So the word that refers to a person in the word family is electrician. We need to find a good electrician to repair the electrician wires. So this is a wrong word because we want something that describes the kind of word. So we need an adjective, and the adjective is electrical. Number 3, I'm a computer technical. Well, we need a person here. So technician. And the last one, I'm studying for a diploma. Studying here, it means we're looking for a college subject. So we need to, but here we have in electronic. So we need to replace this with a college subject, which is electronics. I want to be an electron engineer. We need an adjective. So I want to be an electrical engineer. Very good. Now let's move on to our last objective, that is to rewrite an email using given phrases. Before we start, let's quickly revise some phrases used to express different things in an email. Look at this table. In this column, we have phrases used to express these things. For example, when you want to thank somebody for communication, you can say thanks for, many thanks, thank you for. Or when you want to refer to a topic, you can say with reference to, with regard to, concerning. Now pause the video and go over the table before you proceed to the next slide for the task. Now, still on page 19 of the course book, exercise 12. Rewrite this email here. Replace words and phrases in italics with one from this list. So we have phrases in italics here. This one's concerning. This is to inform. Could you, and regards. So we have to replace them with the phrases from this list. Make any necessary changes to punctuation. Good. If you have studied the table in the previous slide, this should be easy for you. So now pause the video and give it a try. Good. Now let's check the answers. First, let's figure out what the phrases in the list are used for. Best wishes, what is it used for? For closing. What about this is to let you know? For giving new information. I'd be grateful if you would. For requesting action. And the last one, with reference to, is for referring to a topic. Now, let's go to the email. Concerning our phone call this morning. Concerning here is referring to a phone call, that is referring to a topic. So we're going to use with reference to. With reference to. Don't forget to use capital letter here. Now, moving on, this is to inform you that I have now written the report. Now, this is to inform you is used to give new information. So we have to replace it with this is to let you know that I have now written the report. Now, the next one is, could you please let me know how many copies you need? is the function of could you in this sentence? Very good. It is used to request for action. So now we have I'd be grateful if you would to replace it. So we have I'd be grateful if you would let me know how many copies you need. And the last one is regards. And of course, this is for closing. So we use best wishes. So remember to start with a capital letter. This is the end of our lesson. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will be with me in our next class. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.